Hey man, what's happening? So the message for today, right, is living carefully. And as usual, I never know where God's going to lead me to make the message. Guess where I am? He led me to the roof of the church, where you got to be careful. So I'm going to read Ephesians chapter 5, 15 through 17. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. And for me, basically what that's meant in my walk, slowly he has shown me things to walk away from and to distance myself from them, right? And it's sacrifice. And by removing all those things, provided more time for me to be in God's Word. How am I going to understand what the will of the Lord is unless I'm reading His Word, unless I'm praying, and unless I have good people around me who are focused on doing the same thing, right? So, let me read this again. Ephesians 5, 15 through 17. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. And God has always sent me to be outside. Always. I study His Word outside. He keeps me on mission outside, right? And up here on this roof, there's a breeze, man. And I pray that I live carefully all the days of my life moving forward. I'll read it one more time. Ephesians 5, 15 through 17. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is. So, in order to understand what the will of the Lord is, right, I've had to remove all sorts of things so that I can listen to what He's telling me. With all this other stuff going on around me, right, that I'm involved in and tangled up in, how am I ever going to have time to hear the Lord, right? So, I want to grow closer to the Lord. And I continue to allow Him to show me things I don't necessarily want to look at. I don't like the fact that He keeps showing me that I'm imperfect, that there's things that still need to be removed out of my life to allow me to be fully useful for Him. But it's a process, and it's a walk. And one step at a time, we learn how to live carefully. And ain't none of us going to do it perfectly, right? But over time, with each step, it's going to get better. And yeah, man, every now and then, you might stumble backwards. But get yourself up and get going forward again. Don't stay back there. That's what the devil wants, man. And that's what this evil world wants. And it's as evil as it gets. The whole world is turned upside down right now. And more now than ever, everybody should at least consider a relationship with God. Through His Son, Jesus Christ, you're able to make it to the Father. And in His Word, it tells us everything we need to know about how to live. And I'll tell you what, man, my life's 100% better. Some horrible things have happened to me in my walk with the Lord. And they are 1,000 times better than prior to 1994, the crazy I was doing back then. All right, man, I hope somebody feels that and acts on that. And just in case, I work here at Chapel Springs Church. I go to church here at Chapel Springs Church. I go to the 9 a.m. service. You're more than welcome to meet me here any Sunday morning. We have Bible study on Wednesday nights in room 256. Short order is the teacher. And that's from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. The address here, Chapel Springs Church, 11,500 New Life Way, Bristow, Virginia, 20136. Catch that? New Life Way. Grab hold of it, man, and meet me up here. Not on the roof, maybe in the chapel or up in the Bible study room. All right, man, I love you guys. Have a great day.